Es un tour en el cual vamos a tener que permanecer en nuestros lugares para cuidar el buen balance de la embarcación. Eso es sumamente... Un par de piqueros peruanos, señores, ¿no? We have three birds. The recommendation is keeping a good balance on the boat. That means that if we look at sea lion to the right side, we from the left side, we cannot go to the right side. We need to be on our places, please, keeping a good balance on the boat. That's very important. The second and very important thing is that you need to keep in your mind that we are visiting a natural protected area, so we cannot make loud noises for the animals, especially sea lions. They will be very close to us, so we cannot call the attention of these animals, making an applause or saying hello or kisses to them. Okay? There's no kisses for the captain, but not for the animals. We protect the islands. We don't protect Ballestas Islands because we have sea lions or penguins. No. We don't protect the islands because that. We protect those islands because we have guano production on them. Bird food that we collected every 7 years, 10 years more or less, and we use it as fertilizer. Okay? Les decía, señores, justamente guanay porque produce guano, no porque tenga un solo ojo, no guanay, sino guanay. Chiste inglés básico, señores, ahí vamos. I was telling you about that. We have three birds that make guano on the islands. We have the Peruvian booby, that we just saw a couple of them. We have the Peruvian pelican, which is actually the biggest marine bird we have. And the other one is the one-eyed cormorant. The one-eyed cormorant is the most important guano producer on the islands because he's a bird that eats a lot of fish and goes to the toilet lots of times. Okay? It's called one-eye because, you know, he makes guano. No, because he has only one eye. You know, one eye. No, it is in that direction on the right side. Starts the fishing area. And 10 kilometers behind the boat, in that desert that you can see over there, we have the farming area or the agriculture area. People from Israel, they came here approximately 50 years ago. They came here to teach us how to use the desert for making crops. Inca civilization is actually the oldest great Inca civilization developed in the south coast of Peru. And they are very, very different than the other mummies founded in Peru because most of them practice the deformations of the skulls. They made long skulls. Most of the mummies that we found there, we found them with long skulls. We think that we have in this desert more remains from this civilization, and that's the reason why we preserve all these deserts. Actually, the place where your hotel is, we think that maybe all this part is full of these remains. And that's the reason why we preserve this desert. Les decía, señores, que Paracas está dividido en tres sectores. Females of sea lions. We can see clearly they are females because they are posing for the photos. I'm kidding. That sound comes from that boat on the left side, that big ship, black and red. Here and see it. We don't do that. It's preserving natural. And why it doesn't blow away? Because this figure is digging in a rocky mountain. They dig the... Do you know what's trepanations? Do you know in the front what's trepanation? No. Okay, I will tell you about what's a trepanation. When there were fights in that time, someone get a hit on the head. Okay? They get a hit. He suffered a trauma. To eliminate pressure, they need to open a hole in his skull to eliminate pressure to save his life. To do this, they need to do a shaman makes a special kind of anesthesia, basically with a property from this cactus, San Pedro cactus. Put San Pedro cactus, coca leaves together in a glass, mix it up, hacia el sureste, donde la línea de Nazca está. Por lo tanto, se cree que esta figura forma parte de la. And the third theory said that this was created by sailors or pirates that used to navigate around this area, and they decided to do it, to use it as a guide point, because this figure was created up there to be seen from the ocean. I mean, you gotta be in the ocean if you want to see it, or you gotta be on the air if you want to see it. Otherwise, you don't see anything. For example, if you walk over there, or right on the top, you don't see anything. You gotta be in the ocean or in the air if you want to see it. That's why maybe it was a god point made by the sailors or pirates long time ago. Who gave us independence in 1821, and he came to Paracas. Actually, the first place that he stepped on Peru was Paracas. That's why Paracas is well known as the gate of the independence, or the gate of the freedom. He started all the independence, organized all the expedition for the freedom in this area. We need to remember that José de San Martín, Bolívar, and another people who worked for the independence of South America, they were Masons. If you look much better here, there is a triangle right in the middle, which is very similar to a Mason symbol. That's why some people think that this figure was created by San Martín in order to represent Mason's influence in this place in that time. And I told you before, those are only theories, okay? And like that, we have a lot more, but we came here to see the islands. There is where we go. Look at, those are the white islands, and there is where we go. Welcome to the White Islands. They're called white because they are covered by guano. The real color of these islands is red and black because the iron and basalt, they are volcanic origin, but they look white because they are covered by guano. Bienvenidos a las Islas Blancas, se llaman justamente así por el color que da el guano sobre ellas, ¿no? Guano is the bird poo, the bird excrement, the bird poo. Okay. See a lion there? So we're going to see it. It's a female on the rock. A las 4 en punto pueden ver ese lobo. A casi unos 15 metros donde estamos nosotros. Acaba de volar un cormorán de patas rojas. Your group want to come in the front? One person only? See the crabs too on the left side? The cliff. Tenemos muchos rayadores, disculpen, muchos piqueros en la parte del acantilado. Es uno de los 3 principales productores de guano, el piquero. El único problema con el piquero es que mientras vuela hace guano, así que las personas que están en el área abierta, cuidado que puede caer guano, ¿ok? Look at the pelicans on the left side, up there. Miren los pelícanos en la parte izquierda. Okay, we have a penguin on the rock. On this rock here where I'm pointing at you, is lying down that penguin. Este pingüino está echadito aquí casi en la cima de la roca. There's one penguin lying down on the rock. Side. Ahí lo pueden ver al pingüino de pie, está rascándose con el pico. Y hay uno más que está un poco más difícil de ver, está más cerca de nosotros incluso, pero está acostado sobre la roca.
Very small.
Can you see the small penguin there?
Yeah, very small. Very small.
Small fishes, you know the small fishes, right? Anchovies. Anchovies, you know anchovies? Small fishes? Yeah. And penguins are monogamous too. That means they have only one partner for whole their life. Like the Peruvian people. Pelícano enorme arriba, en la parte superior, frente de nosotros, casi a las 12 en punto. There is a penguin here. Look at here. You can see the head. Right there. You can see only the head. It's lying down there on the rock. Yeah. Can you see it? Lying down there. It's nested. It's nested there. And there are other birds that are called Inca tern. Yeah. Right over there. It's just lying down. It's nested there. Now it's with eggs maybe there. Look at the Inca terns. These are the Inca terns. Estos son los zarcillos. Inca terns. That looks very fluffy. Those are the Peruvian boobies babies. Are those white? See? Look at the head of the penguin. You see the head? Yeah. And the shade. It's looking at us. Look at the Inca terns here, the birds. Arches there. Decía que estos arcos presentados en la mano izquierda pues son formaciones naturales por años y años de erosión tanto del mar y del viento. Here in front, you want to go there? We got one room, we want to make a change. What? 16,000 tons of guano. Don't you imagine? And that job is really hard job because you make it with pickaxes, with shovels, brooms. You put your guano bags on your shoulders and you carry it to the ship. Yeah, the guano has got ammonia, which is toxic. If you breathe too much, you start to present some breathing problems. So that's why these people do this job only once in their life. They don't want to do it anymore. Only once. en punto. 2 o'clock, we can see penguins. Almost 3 o'clock. Un par de pingüinos más. Almost 3 o'clock.
करंट असतो तो पांढरा असतो तो उलटा उभा आहे.
It's a double word. Humboldt penguins. Son bastante lentos al andar, pero súper rápidos cuando están en el agua. Es por eso que incluso hasta los lobos marinos no pueden llegar a alcanzarlos, porque son prácticamente torpedos abajo del agua, ¿sí? Son misiles. Nadan. The Peruvian cuisine. The French fries and rice, so good. They told me. The red-legged with babies, with chicks. ¿Sí lo vieron? Sí. It's just right there. Yeah, they just land down one. Down here. You see the big red legs? If you take a picture of the eyes of the red leg, you will find a surprise, a big surprise, because the color of the red legs is a big surprise. The colors of the eyes. Did you look? Try to take a picture.
See that?
Okay, so the islands are Okay, so we are now going back to the hotel. Okay.
तो खाली मस्त उलट सुलट करतोय पाण्यात बुचकळत आहे. घुस गया.
These are floaters.
आवाज
So it's light.
But they float.
They are
Not anchored down.
Well, they are. It's not very deep. It's like about 20 meters maximum.
वाचवाय तो चौथा सेट चाललेला
Young male. A young male. Oh, he's too heavy, and there's no room for everybody. So, oh, look at, he's biting her, and she likes it. ¿Vieron el